Adam mentioned, can you guys hear me? As Adam mentioned, the safety of these residents going back home and also the ones staying here was paramount to us. So we had to provide them with an alternative to the check cashing services, which charge outrageous fees to these individuals. So what we did was we came up with a free checking account for all of the people that have their ITINs and are able to legally open their account here in the United States. So we created an account for them. It's a free checking account, but it offers 2 debit cards. One that they can use and they can get direct deposit on it, so they'll always have their funds here. But the unique piece to that is the other one we allow them to send to their homes in Central and South America, so that way their families can use it and they don't have to risk their own personal security when they go to the store or an ATM machine. To get tons and tons of cash from when they get wire transfers. A lot of times they'll send money through Western Unions also back to home so their families can spend their money. So what we did was gave them the extra debit card to send home. They have control over that debit card. We've minimized what the potential risk could be. We lowered the limits on that card so that way they can make trips to the store instead of getting one lump sum. We also knew that it would be very beneficial to the businesses because we were processing over 90,000 checks annually just for the farms. But by direct deposit, it would save them all of that money. So it was kind of twofold that we were able to save the customer their risk and then the business customer all of that money. We also partnered with a pay card service, so that way no matter what farm they could go to, they could have their deposits put on this pay card. We at ChoiceOne negotiated with the pay card company that they could go ahead and waive these fees for the customers at the ChoiceOne ATM machines, and it also a couple of different service ATM machines at different, like Walmarts and stuff that they would historically go to. Another piece that was really important is because they don't trust banks here in the United States. So we had to be able to have a conversation with them in Spanish. So we have also incorporated classes. We will send our bilingual individuals out to the farms to educate their workers and also the farmers on the products and services that we have, so that way they have a comfort level with the organization and the services that we have. We knew that we needed to be able to service these people when they come into the office because not everybody spoke Spanish. So we also created a Spanish-speaking line for these individuals. So if somebody came in and there was a language barrier, they would call what we have as the OLA line, and somebody would pick up on the other end and would be able to do that translation for the customer, so that they would feel welcome still in our offices. We went another step further and we also offered Spanish-speaking, a 9-week Spanish-speaking class to 20 of our individuals that were mostly impacted by these workers coming into their offices, so that way they would feel a little more comfortable having that conversation with the customers, which was a huge success for our organization. Carmen has also gone out to some of the farms, and I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about her experience at the farms.